If you are looking for the secret to writing the perfect accountability letter, you have come to the right video. Hey guys, my name is Coach Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. And as I mentioned in the subject of the video, we are talking about accountability letters and how to write them, what to put in them to make sure you are delivering the best possible letter so you have the best possible chance of getting your ex back. This is a question that I get all the time in my one-on-one coaching sessions, via email, DMs, YouTube comments, pretty much everywhere, right? Because for most people, if you're watching this, for you in particular, this is kind of the make it or break it, right? It is your opportunity to present yourself in such a way that your ex would potentially want to come back. So there's a lot riding on this. The stakes are high. So I understand why there would be some anxiety or some underlying pressures to being able to deliver the perfect letter. So don't freak out. I'm here to give you some tips, some tools, so you feel like you have a little bit of guidance in regards to writing this letter. So the first thing that I want to tell you is make sure you check your emotional state. Oftentimes what I find is that people write this letter and send it prematurely before they've actually spent the time self-developing and being introspective and reflecting on the relationship, understanding what they are accountable for, figuring out what makes you happy again, and kind of taking control of your life and reestablishing that sense of self-identity, right? Because oftentimes in a breakup, what happens is we lose ourselves, or we lost ourselves in the relationship, which is the reason for why we broke up in the first place. So until you actually do the work, it's going to be very difficult for you to write the perfect accountability letter. I mean, think about the name itself, accountability. If you have not taken accountability for your actions or for your part in the breakdown of the relationship, then how do you expect to write a good accountability letter, right? So again, number one, make sure that you are checking your emotional state and that you are at a place that you can send this letter and be okay with the outcome either way. And that takes time, right? The usual mode of operation or the protocol is you write an accountability letter after the no contact period. But a no contact period is variable depending on you, your circumstance, the severity of the breakup. There are multiple different factors here, right? So a no contact period can be anywhere from 15 days to 30 days to 90 days, right? Again, it really just kind of depends on the severity of the situation. And based on that, timeline, the idea is that you are focusing on yourself. You are building yourself back up again, and you are positioning yourself emotionally in such a way that no matter what the outcome may be, you are going to be just fine. So keep that in mind. The second thing is make sure enough time has passed, right? So I mentioned this in the very beginning. Sometimes people have a tendency of writing this letter prematurely. And if you are watching this video, I commend you because you are wanting to make sure that you are doing this the right way. But I also want to say, if you are one of the people that sent the letter too early, don't freak out. It's okay. You know, we make mistakes. And in breakup world, it's nearly impossible to not misstep. The difference is how much you beat yourself up over it. Because if you are very difficult on yourself, if you kick yourself, if you are self-deprecating throughout this entire process, it's going to be very difficult for you to recover from any mistakes that you make. And the reality is, it's a mindset game. You have to be able to have a strong constitution emotionally and mentally to be able to get through this process. So if you sent it too early, don't trip. Don't freak out. It'll take a little bit of time, right, before you have the ability to reach out again, but that does not mean that you won't have that opportunity. If you have yet to send the letter, then it's a good thing that you are watching this to gain some perspective and to gain some understanding of how to, when to, and what to put in the letter, right? So as I said, make sure enough time has passed, right? If you are finishing a 30-day no contact and you want to send the letter, ask yourself this question. Did I invest the right amount of time in myself over this period of 30 days? Or was I counting down the days until that 30-day mark for me to be able to send this letter? If it is the latter, that means that you did not follow the process correctly. That means that you did not invest the right amount of time in yourself, and therefore you are not ready to write the letter. So give it more time. Now, if you have come to a place emotionally where you are totally fine with what the outcome may be, good or bad, you are ready. The third part is don't over apologize. When you are writing the letter, it isn't about you asking for forgiveness over and over and over again, right? The point of the letter is to show your ex that you are in a different mindset, that you have recognized your faults and your mistakes, you've taken accountability for them, you are currently taking action and fixing yourself, right? Or improving yourself. And whatever mistakes you made in the past you're owning them, but you're not going to feel incredibly sorry and guilty and remorseful for these things, right? Because what that does is it shows your ex that you are still insecure. It shows your ex that you have still not fully dealt with the emotions of it, and it's possible you might put that on them. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't apologize at all in the letter, right? There will be a couple of instances that you do, but the primary focus of the letter is taking accountability, showing what your improvements have been, and then setting your intention towards the end. The fourth thing is don't brag too much about yourself, right? So even if you are taking accountability for things and you're letting your ex know the things that you are doing to work on yourself, this isn't a letter about bragging. This isn't a letter about saying, I've been going on 1 million trips and I've been discovering myself, and I went to Bali for a meditation retreat, and I got, a nose job, and I started working on my fitness. Like, it's not about that. It's more so about acknowledging the things that you are accountable for in the relationship and saying, hey, look, I recognize my mistakes. I know that I did certain things wrong. And for that, I do apologize. But at the end of the day, what I have come to realize is that I needed to work on my communication skills, right? So I've been reading up on how to effectively communicate. I started going to a therapist to work through my early childhood traumas. Whatever the case may be, it's about letting your partner know that you've invested time into working on yourself, but you don't want to create a laundry list of things you're doing, right? Keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it concise. Maybe 3 things that you are working on, and that is sufficient. And then again, the last part of the letter is really just what your intentions are. I would love the ability to connect with you at some point, but if you are not ready, I completely understand. What you are saying, in essence, is that you still have an interest and you still would like to connect with this person, but you also understand that they have their own process, their own journey, and their own time that they need to heal. And by doing that, you are showing them that you have increased or upped your game in regards to emotional intelligence, which is something that may pique their interest and may want them to consider seeing how things are going to go. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. I love to have conversations with people. I like to see what you have to say. So make sure you leave your comments in the comment box down below. I read as many as I possibly can. I respond to as many as I possibly can. If you feel like you just want to know a little bit more, you need some more details, you can visit us at www.withmyexagain.com, where we have a multitude of different articles, blogs, and videos related to this subject and many other subjects as well. We also have the most amazing product section on the page. If you are legitimately looking how to write the perfect accountability letter, we have that course for you. We have templates that we can offer you if you head over to the product section. In that product section, we have audio, we have video seminars, we have courses, we have ebooks. Everything that you could possibly need is there. So I highly recommend going and checking that out. If you feel like you just need more help and your particular situation is more layered, I would be more than happy to assist you or support you through that, so you can book a coaching session with myself or any of the other amazing coaches that we have on the team via the website. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you're staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you soon.